Well, it's officially fall, and that means rivalry football between Northern Michigan University and Michigan Tech. This morning, Samantha Rivera is in Houghton telling us more about how the Huskies are looking for the Miners Cup this Saturday. Good morning, Samantha.
Good morning, Vicki. Well, last week we were talking a big rivalry in volleyball, and this week it's all about football. The big game that a lot of people have been waiting for is finally happening in just a couple days. Michigan Tech and Northern Michigan will battle it out here in Houghton for the Miners Cup, as you can see right here in their trophy case on Saturday at 7 p.m., airing live on Fox UP. Michigan Tech is currently standing at 2-2, while Northern Michigan is 1-2, and Tech is, of course, coming off a big win against Saginaw Valley, winning 28-24 after scoring 14 points in just the fourth quarter. And Northern Michigan is, of course, also coming in hot after beating Davenport, 24-14 in their homecoming game. And in just a little bit here, we'll actually be talking to Tech's newest head coach, Steve Olsen, to talk to us a little bit more about how he thinks his team will perform this week. Reporting live in Houghton, I'm Samantha Rivera, TV6 News.
Thanks, Samantha. And of course, that game being broadcast on Fox UP means some programming changes. Going to hand it over to Andrew for an explanation on that. Andrew? It is 12 after the hour. Going to head out to Houghton this morning. Samantha Rivera ready to talk football with Tech's head coach, Steve Olsen. Good morning, Samantha.
Good morning, Vicki. And as a reminder to those at home, you can catch Michigan Tech go against Northern Michigan this Saturday at 7 p.m., airing live on Fox UP. And this morning, we are joined with Tech's newest head coach, Mr. Steve Olsen. Thanks so much for being with us, Steve.
Absolutely. Great to be here.
Of course. So tell us, I heard you talk a lot about how well you thought your offensive did in your last game against Saginaw Valley. What's the likelihood of that happening against Northern?
Well, you know, obviously, when it comes down to football games, you have to get out there and you have to execute, and so that's the biggest thing, and that's what we're always focused on: is how do we go about our practice and how well are we executing what we have to do.
And who would you say are some of your standout players this season?
Obviously, Johnny Williams, our tailback, is having an outstanding year. Defensively, Cody Goldsworthy has had a very good year on the defensive side of the ball, you know, as well as a guy like Garrett Ross and Travis Tidwell, our cornerback, is a very strong player.
What challenges are you anticipating going against Northern?
Well, you know, obviously their tailback, Jake Mayon, is a very good running back, and so the challenge for us is getting him stopped from getting extra yards on carries and those types of things, and so those are the biggest challenges that we're probably going to face, you know, from them. You know, and defensively, we know they'll be a solid football team. What
strengths would you say your team has going into this game?
Well, right now, you know, I think that we were pretty balanced in our last game in a lot of aspects, you know, and so we're hoping that we can put a full game together from a standpoint of playing well offensively, spreading the wealth around from, you know, passing and running the ball, defensively playing a solid football game and executing, getting off the field on third downs, and doing the best we can on special teams to make sure that there's no big plays there and that maybe we get some.
And I know this is your first year as the head coach. How has that transition been from defensive coordinator to this?
Well, you know, it's been great. You know, if Coach Curley would have stayed here for 5 or 6 more years, I would have been just fine with that. You know, but it's been a good transition. You know, here's the thing at Michigan Tech: we've got quality kids, and they're very easy to coach. They work hard and they prepare well.
Thank you so much, Steve. And in just a little bit here, we'll actually be back with Steve to talk more about this game. Reporting live in Houghton, I'm Samantha Rivera, TV6 News.
All right, it's going to be a great game. Thank you very much, Samantha. Can hardly wait to see it. And of course, for those who are going to be watching it,
NMU and Michigan Tech's football teams will battle it out for the Miners Cup this Saturday night in Houghton. TV6's Samantha Rivera joins us again live with Tech's head football coach, Steve Olsen. Good morning, Samantha.
Good morning, Andrew. And again, as a reminder to those at home, you can catch Michigan Tech and Northern Michigan battle it out here in Houghton live on Fox UP on Saturday at 7 p.m. And again, with us this morning is Tech's head coach, Steve Olsen, and alongside some of his assistant coaches, Brian and Michael. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
So talk to us a little bit about some of the goals that your team has this season.
Well, you know, our goals, obviously, you set your goals high at the beginning of the year. You know, you're trying to, number one, see if you can't make the national playoffs, try to win a conference championship, and those are the goals that typically our team is striving to accomplish.
And we talked a little bit earlier about how you have the fall career fair going on. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, there's 340 plus companies that were on campus yesterday, which was really awesome. Today there's about 1,200 plus recruiters on campus interviewing our students. So it's really exciting times.
Definitely. And this is a question for anyone to really answer. Tell us a little bit about some of the pre-rituals that the team has.
I guess pre-rituals, we just trying to think of what they do. They really don't have any, we're not there. We try to stay out of their business for the most part. Okay. So we're outside. I don't know what they do inside the locker room, and I personally don't care what they do as long as they're ready to go. For us coaches, we just try to make sure we're ready for every scenario, whether it's injuries, personnel, those types of things. But we try to stay out of their business because at the end of the day, they're the ones making all those plays out there.
Definitely. This question I'll leave for you, Michael. What is your favorite part about this rivalry game?
The atmosphere. It's awesome. We played at Northern last year. The dome's pretty cool. And this year we'll be here under the lights, so it should be a pretty cool atmosphere and good for the players.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much again to all three of you guys for being here with us this morning. And again, for folks at home, as a reminder, you can watch both of these teams battle it out here in Houghton on Fox UP live on Saturday at 7 p.m. Reporting live here in Houghton, I'm Samantha Rivera, TV6 News.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Samantha. We want to remind everyone this is what's on our minds right now. Is we're going to keep hearing about it, a programming